Alright people, Mike Salden here again. Welcome back to another video. Today I finally started Starfield. It's the official launch day, September 6th. A lot of people have been playing the game already. They got the early access premium package. I wasn't really in that much of a rush to get to the game. So yeah, I just waited for the normal standard edition to come out. Got my copy from Amazon today. I know this game's on Game Pass and everything, but to be honest, I normally play my PlayStation a lot more than my Xbox, so it doesn't really make much sense for me to be on Game Pass because it would just be a lot of downloaded games that I never got around to using. If I was paying for Game Pass, they'd just all be sitting there annoying me how big the backlog would be getting. So I mainly just use the Xbox when there's a big exclusive like this coming out that I can't get anywhere else. And I always buy the disc versions anyway because I'm a bit of a collector. I like to collect the physical version of the game. So yeah, I was happy enough waiting to September 6th here. Finally playing the game today. I didn't get a lot done in the game today because there was a big install. Of course, that is one of the downsides of waiting for the physical edition. You have to install it from the disc anyway and download a big patch or whatever. So yeah, it was quite a while before I got into it here. So I only really did the character creation and the first sort of mission on the first planet that you go to. Uh, but yeah, this video it's just gonna be my character creation, showing some of the options, speeding up the footage, of course, because I was here for quite a while. Um, my main goal with this character, I was trying to make them sort of cyberpunk esque, with the purple or pinkish hair here. I sort of wanted a darker purple color for the hair, but there wasn't an option for that. Unless I missed it. I was trying to go through this a bit fast because I didn't want to spend my entire PlayStation just doing the character creation. And I am aware that like you're gonna have a space helmet on most of the game, so the character's gonna be hidden or whatever. But yeah, I like putting some time into the character creation. One issue that I had with the card creation, there didn't seem to be that many hairstyles. I think there was 30 or 40 maybe. Now that sounds quite a lot, but a lot of them are all very short hairstyles or like really tightly shaved hairstyles. And there weren't a lot that looked that cyberpunky or what I was trying to go for. Uh, but yeah, this here hairstyle was probably the one that suited the look of my character the most, so I went with this one. And the rest of the time I was just tweaking, like, that's me just scrolling through all the hairstyles, just double checking that this is the best one. And I quickly decided that, yeah, this is the one that looks correct for my character. So yeah, I put the big purple tattoo on the side of their face. It looked a bit cyberpunky. And then I put some blemishes on their face to make them look like they've been, they've been in battle before. They've got scars. They're a bit older. They're not that fresh faced. They've got dirt on their face. I think that was an option I turned on. And then I'll slow down the video here again. This is where you actually select your background for your character. So there was Beast Hunter. This one I wasn't really thinking about picking this one because fitness and ballistics and that one to do with food there just wasn't really sounding like what my character was gonna be about. I was trying to make them sort of a space pirate, sort of rogue. Bounty hunter, I did stop on this one because I was like, maybe my character could be a bounty hunter because I want them to be really sort of roguish, bit of a Han Solo type. So I started scrolling a bit quicker through these. Combat medic, that didn't really sound like something I was into. Cyber runner, now this sounded like something from Cyberpunk. I mean, obviously the word cyber, I zeroed in on that right away. This one did sound interesting, but I wasn't sure of how much of a stealth character I wanted to be, so I moved down to the next couple. Diplomat, I always like to talk my way out of things, so I was thinking seriously about that one as well. explorer and gangster, homesteader, industrialist, uh, long hauler. That would be good because for space pirates, I'm going to be carrying a lot of stuff around. Pilgrim, professor. They didn't really seem to suit my character. Ronin. I think that was more of a melee build sort of background, so I wasn't too sure about that one either. Sculptor and soldier sounded, a bit just too normal. Space scoundrel. I saw that and I immediately thought, yeah, space pirate, this is who you're gonna be, the space scoundrel. I did look at these other couple, file not found. I think that's where you just make up your own background from picking various different starting skills or whatever. But space scoundrel, that was the one I was like, yeah, this is gonna fit my space pirate character. Uh, Bit of a Han Solo type, good with pistols. They're good pilots. And they've got some persuasion skills because I like to talk my way out of things. And then you had your three traits that you could pick here. Alien DNA. Didn't really like the sound of that one too much because I wasn't sure how useful any of these are going to be. Dream Home, I didn't like the sound of being in debt for 125,000 credits. I mean, that does fit the sort of Han Solo space pirate character to be in debt to somebody. But I didn't want to spend my first playthrough always worrying about having to send back credits to pay off this mortgage. Extrovert, I was thinking about that one because my space pirate, they were going to be quite outgoing, quite cocky. So I was thinking about that trait, but in the end I scrolled down. Then I was looking at some of these other ones. Hero Worship, that's the one that's going to put the adoring fan into the game from Oblivion. That would be quite a funny one to choose. I almost did it, but I was like, I kind of want to take this first playthrough a bit more seriously. So I went past the Hero Worship perk. Kid stuff, I liked that this one had your parents in the game that you could go see. I thought that would be an interesting thing. Neon Street Rat, as obviously I was thinking about also being a sort of cyberpunk character, and Neon sort of sounds like a cyberpunk sort of city or settlement. So this was definitely the first trait where I was like, yeah, I'm picking this one because it makes me sound like I was from a sort of cyberpunk settlement. So that's the first one I picked in there. That locks out some other traits to do with other backgrounds that you can't really pick if you choose that one. But I was still reading some of them anyway. Spaced, I like the sound of this, that I was more acclimatized to being in space and piloting a ship and sort of being just a pilot or whatever. So I definitely was liking the idea of spaced. I think that's the second one I decided to pick here. Then I was looking at Terraformer. It's one where you prefer, to be on the ground, doing combat on the ground. And then United Colonies Native. Yeah, this was sort of locked out for me because I'd choose the Neon Street Rat trait. Wanted, again, this sounded a bit Han Solo-y, like you've got a bounty on your head. That did sound cool, but also, do I really want to be dealing with being chased by space pirates all the time in this first run, or however that works? So I went back up, I chose kid stuff because I wanted to put my character's parents in the game, and then I chose space because I like the idea that my character, they prefer to be flying their ship and sort of having dog fights in space than being on the ground and fighting people on the ground or whatever. So yeah, I like these three traits. I'm from Neon. Parents are alive, and I'm a pilot who likes to be in space. I've had a bit of a rough background, but a bit of a Han Solo type, bit of a scoundrel. I will try to do what's in my best interest, but I might help some people if I feel like it. So yeah, these were the three traits. I quite liked how my character turned out. I didn't spend as much time in the character creator as I intended to, because I just wanted to get on and get into the game. Uh, Again, I was just looking over some of the options, making sure that I'd chosen everything that I wanted to, so that I didn't make any mistakes and have to reload like an hour in because I didn't like how my character was playing or whatever. So yeah, this is just completing your profile, put in a name for your character. I usually play as a female character because I know the outfits always seem to be have more thought put into them for female characters. They usually have better hairstyles too for the women, and there's no voice this time. But usually when you have a voiced female character, I tend to prefer to listen to a female voice for like 50 hours or however long I play a game. So yeah, and I put in my character's name as Rani. That's an Elden Ring reference. She doesn't look anything like Rani the Witch. No blue hair, no
Almost forgot about your
forearms. But
application.
you know what? I
The
like the
one
name
note
Rani,
I
so
had
I
on
went
your
with it.
file was
And this is
troublemaker.
our Lieutenant
Well, you
Ling,
got the
or
sample.
Lin,
Client's on his
or
way,
whatever her
then we
name is.
all get paid.
Because that's how you start
You
off the
remember
game.
anything that
You're
happened?
down on a planet, or no, it's a moon. You're on a moon base. You're mining for ore. It was a bit of a slow start, if I'm honest.
Huh.
There was like
Well,
five
you
or ten
passed out, that's for
minutes
sure.
of wandering around
Everything
before you
else,
got to your character
probably just
creation.
your brain
I
playing
kind of wish they
tricks.
just started it with
Either
you
way, we got what
just
we were
in the
looking
character
for.
creator and then
All
waking
this
up and
trouble
finding
for
out
that
you've been
stupid
in an
thing?
accident or whatever.
Sure don't look like
But
much.
yeah, that was the character
Never
creation.
mind what it looks
Um,
like.
I think I went to the photo mode here just to see how my character looked, because there's a pretty decent photo mode in this game. I'm glad it's become sort of an industry standard these days to just have a photo mode. Uh, because yeah, it's really just a good way to advertise your game. Let the players take as many screenshots and videos of your game as they want and share it around. So yeah, this is my space pirate scoundrel type character. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time with another Starfield video.